Christine Kowal, Still Small Voice. What is Christ consciousness? Christ consciousness, when Jesus left the earth, he left the kingdom of heaven within us. So we take our minds inside of us, deep down inside, into our spirit, into our soul. God is spirit. And we commune with that silence. There is within us Christ consciousness, God's spirit, the Holy Spirit, all love, divine love. But we have to get there. It's not in the outside world. We all have it within us, all living beings. We all have God's spirit within us, Christ consciousness, and we need to bring ourselves, our consciousness. We need to keep our consciousness in that holy place. We need to think of those holy things, of those wonderful things, of divine love. But it's not the way the world thinks. So we have to take our mind, which we have directed to the outside world, and we have to bring it within, into our spirit, into our soul, into the God within us, the Christ consciousness. And we need to live from there, commune with that. And at first, it's moment by moment and constantly redirecting and going back to that place. Jesus went out and he healed and he taught, and the world opened up around him, and he left that with his disciples. When he ascended, he sent the Comforter back to us. He sent that Christ consciousness back to us. So we could, from within, the God within, we could heal. If you just think about it, and contemplate it and ruminate over it, God within us, God is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. God created everything that is in the beginning, God. And whatever your word is, I'm going to use God and Christ consciousness, because those are my words, but you can use your words. That is what is within us. And when we can focus on that, and when we can shift our consciousness to always be in that way of thinking, in those thoughts, with that love, with that understanding that we don't need to be sick. There is no need for illness, for poverty, for lack, which our human world believes there is. But when you go within, all of that disappears. It's a oneness with God. The outside world is a duality between good and evil. The temptation, the apple. We don't need the apple. We only need the oneness within. Not the apple, the fruit, obviously. We need the oneness, not the duality. The Christ consciousness within us. God within is who we truly are. We are incredible beings from within. God is working through us. But we have to commune with God. We have to be there. Our consciousness, what we sit in, what we think about, what is in our minds has to be that oneness with God. And then the world shifts.